The man who won the Nobel Prize for Literature is in a rather strange controversy. He's being accused of plagiarizing parts of the very lecture that he gave to receive the Nobel Literature Prize. Reza has more.
Well, you know, Bob Dylan, he's the man who was a surprise choice for the Nobel Prize for Literature, and you know, he had to deliver a lecture by June 10th if he was to receive the prize money that was due to him. He did deliver the lecture within time, and you know, it was a very unusual lecture. People have described it as something like a beat poem. And the first thing that people realized there was something off about the lecture was when you know, he spoke about how he had been influenced by 3 books, one of them being Moby Dick. And people realized that a certain quote that he attributed to the book was really not from the book. And when that came out in the open, a reporter from Slate magazine decided to do a little bit more digging and found that at least 20 sentences in the lecture were very similar to sentences on the website SparkNotes. Now, SparkNotes, for those who don't know, is an online repository of study guides for various subjects, and it sort of you know, gives very easy to digest notes on how you know, on different subjects, including Moby Dick. There was a study guide for Moby Dick, and people have been able to find startling you know, similarities between the sentences in Bob Dylan's lecture and the entry on the website.
So this is not something new in the world of literature, in the world of art and film. There is always some sort of inspiration, some sort of, you know, give and take from the old literary traditions or whatever, musical traditions. In the particular case of Bob Dylan, he has in the past also been accused of plagiarism, taking elements from folk songs and presenting it as his, and of course some jazz songs. So from one music buff to another, is it really a problem to
well, you know, there's a bit of a difference between drawing inspiration from earlier music for your own compositions and you know, plagiarizing parts of a lecture. So you know, you have this situation where Bob Dylan in the past has taken inspiration from other songs. There is even one instance where, you know, people say that he took inspiration from a line of dialogue from a Clint Eastwood movie. But this is a bit different, you know. I mean, here he is almost, you know, it's almost like he's cut and pasted different sentences from the study guide and, you know, put it in his lecture. There's been no official word from Bob Dylan himself or from the Nobel committee. So we really don't know, you know, what the real situation here is. But I mean, it's not going to affect Bob Dylan fans.
Yeah. In this quick take, we took a rather different turn from our usual stuff. We took a musical journey and asked if Bob Dylan actually plagiarized his Nobel Literature Prize lecture. Thanks for watching.